Welcome to part 6 of the Race to Toshi Station Diorama build series. And at the end of part 5, I was telling you about the disaster that I had for the third piece, which was called Toshi Station, the actual station itself. And I tried to rush the process, and it delaminated on me when I put it too close to my heating system in my house to try to speed up the curing process. And that's a good reminder, no matter how long you've been doing this stuff, you can still make critical, catastrophic mistakes. And I learned my lesson once again. This is sometimes can be a humbling process, and days of work went down the drain. So what I did was I tried to salvage things and try to reclaim, at least make something good for the third and final part of this. So the bottom piece here, the foam part, the base, was salvaged from that wasn't the part that wasn't damaged too much, and I was able to strip off the old Mod Podge and glue and sand, and not without a fight, but I was able to get it off, and then I leveled it again and then turned this into the base. And then the two parts of the Toshi station itself are funny because they're kind of components from things that you would see in your daily life. One of them being a very familiar item to many of us, and let's see if you can see what that might be. That is the ribbed section at the bottom is actually nothing more than a Skippy peanut butter jar. And I thought, okay, well, that's kind of a cool, I kind of like where that's going. And then the top is nothing more than one of these foam hemispheres that you get 6 in a bag at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. So if you can just sort of take a look at that, and then you can kind of see that before you know it, you have a little Tatooine-esque building, and that's exactly what I did. And so for pennies, for pennies and rummaging through your recycle bin, you have a little Toshi station. And then the entryway was kind of fun too. So the entryway is nothing more than 4 pieces of foam core board, 2 little triangles that I notched, a little square piece, and then a little door that I put at an angle. And this conical thing is actually the tip of a glue bottle that I had, once again, in my recycled trash. So, you know, you have a Toshi station in your recycle bin, most likely. And that's kind of the fun. And then I realized that that's kind of the way they filmed the original trilogy was, you know, they took parts and pieces and trash and junk and glued it all together and made buildings and spaceships out of it, you know, recycled parts. That's why it kind of does have a Tatooine feeling, in my opinion. So we're gonna move this out of the way. And so here we go in part 6. This is the final product. The dirt, the texturing, the sanding, all of those things, the live edge, have been covered in the first 5 parts. This one here is the 6th video and the final of the 3 pieces to the Race to Toshi Station diorama. So in part 7, when we put all these things together, we're gonna have a 3-part diorama base. And then all my little custom speeders that I've been doing, we're gonna sort of put them in to make it look like they're racing to their final destination, Toshi Station. And this one here, this little speeder here was fun. That's a Micro Galaxy Squadron bark speeder. And I took all the guns and the armaments off of it, and I just made it sort of that taxi orange yellow color. And I chromed out some parts and then weathered it. And I thought it really had kind of like a racer type look to it. Definitely kind of a racer vibe. It reminds me of like a 50s type of hot rod type of a thing. Thought it would be kind of fun. And so there we go. There's my Toshi station, such as it is. So stay tuned for part 7. We're going to put all the pieces together. Here, I'll give you a quick little close-up of what we've got here. And you can see all of what's going on there. I'm pretty pleased with that. You know, trying to salvage something is not always easy, but I thought it was cool. So there you go. Stay tuned for part 7. We're going to put it all together. Thanks.